Assalamu alaikum and good morning everyone. We are working to make our Sun series more interesting, interactive and easy to understand. And this video will be a valuable resource not only for students but for teachers and parents as well. And this will help you to understand the concepts more easily. I am your teacher Aisha. I welcome you all in your English lesson. As you know, my dear kids, we have started the book English book for grade 3 and now it's the turn to start the next unit. It's the unit 2. Let's move forward and see the competencies which we are going to cover. Oral communication skills, listening and speaking, reading and critical thinking skills, vocabulary and grammar, and writing skills. But the breakup of these competencies with respect to the book includes oral communication skills, listening and speaking, reading and critical thinking skills, aspects of language, and writing skills. Here is the unit and it has 13 SLOs and the name of the unit is Befriending a Jackal. Okay, this unit is about different animals, a deer, a jackal and a crow. Oral communication skills, 2 concepts, reading and critical thinking skills, 2 concepts, aspects of language, 8 concepts, and with writing we are going to do 2 concepts. We are going to do question and answers and some inflectional endings. Let's see the unit. You are supposed to listen to the reading of the unit very carefully.
A jackal and a deer lived in a forest. The jackal wanted to eat the deer, but each time he tried to catch the deer would run away. One day the jackal made up a plan. He went on the path the deer went past every day. He sat there and started crying. The deer came by and asked him the reason for crying. "I feel lonely as I have no friends." "I will go and drown myself in the river," the jackal said. "From now onwards, I am your friend, so stop crying," declared the deer. Practice the rest with the same intonation patterns with your teacher.
So kids, I hope you have enjoyed the story. This story is so interesting with a very important lesson. Let's see what questions are waiting for us to answer them. Question number 1 is, why could the jackal not get the deer as his prey at first? Why he was unable to catch the deer? Second question is, what did the jackal say when deer asked him the reason for crying? What reason jackal gave to deer that why he was crying? The third question is, whom did you find wise in this story? How did you judge his wisdom? Who was the very wise character of the story? You have to select that character and you have to give the reason why you think he is very wise. Next question is, how did the deer get free from the net? And the last is, what lesson did you learn from this story? So can you identify the lesson behind that? The lesson is you have to be very careful when you are making friends because you do not know the intentions of the other person. So you are not going to trust somebody in one go. You have to be very careful while making friends. Let's move forward. The next part is inflectional endings. And let's see what inflectional endings mean. An inflectional ending is a letter or a group of letters added to the end of the words, and at the end of the words we add some specific endings, and because of these endings the form of the words change. And let me give you some examples. Some inflectional endings are, we add s, es, ing and ed. So by using these inflectional endings, the forms of words change. Let's see some examples. Read the following words and the words in which we add s when we make the plurals of some things: girls, siblings, pilots, players and boys. And when we add es, buses, taxes, brushes, boxes. We usually use ing with the verbs like going, working, listening and starting. And the last inflectional ending is ed, reached, wanted, selected and shocked. You can see when we add these inflectional endings, the forms of the words changes. Let's move forward. In oral communication skills, we are going to look at some silent letters, offer and respond to greetings. There are some letters that are silent. Silent word, what do you think the meaning of silent is? Silent when it doesn't make any sound. So silent letters are spelt in words but not pronounced. We don't say the sound of particular word, then we say that that letter is silent. For example, read and pronounce the following words with silent letters. I am going to give you some words, and in these words some letters are silent. We are not saying the sounds of those letters. Like we use silent K usually at the start of the words, like knee, not, knife, and knob. In all these words, the K letter is silent. And the next option is we use silent W, like right, wrap, wrist, and wrong. Here, W is silent. We are not saying the sound of W. Now, it's your turn to write two words with the given silent letters. You are going to write two words where K is silent and two words where W is silent. Now, there is a very interesting dialogue going on between Jackal and Deer. You are supposed to listen to the dialogue very carefully.
Hi, dear. How are you?
Hello, Jackal. I am fine. Thank you.
What are you doing nowadays?
I am learning swimming in the evening.
Wow, that's great. I also want to learn it. Can you take me with you?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
So I hope you have enjoyed the dialogue between the deer and jackal. Let's move forward now. With aspects of language, we are going to look at some word meanings, naming, action and describing words, directions, countable and uncountable nouns, articles, adjectives and capitalization. Let's start with some word meanings. Read the given words with their meanings. Reason. Reason is the purpose behind something. Worried, when you are sad and upset. Damage. Damage is when you harm something or somebody. It's like you are damaging that thing. Realize. Realize is to understand everything. Stranger. Stranger is someone who you don't know. An unknown person. And you shouldn't trust strangers. The next thing is naming, action and describing words. We have done that before as well many times. As the name indicates, naming words are the name of things around us. It can be person, place, animal or things. The nouns. Then action words. Action words tell us the action like the verbs, and describing words when we use to describe something, and they are called as adjectives. So here, how we are going to use these three words? Let's see the question. Look at the given signboards and write three naming, action and describing words. So there are signboards and you are going to look at these signboards and you have to write the naming words like what you can see. There's a board, vegetables, herbs. These are all the naming words. And can you tell some action words over here? Keep, enjoy, eat, drink, and so on. And same goes with describing words like delicious is a describing word, tasty, organic. These are the describing words. So you are going to pick and choose the words and categorize them whether they are naming words, action words, or describing words. The next thing is an activity. Look at the given picture and read the sentences to understand the use of direction words. As the name says direction words, what do you mean by direction words? Some words are used to show the direction of a noun or a pronoun. These words are known as direction words. Let's see some sentences and highlight the direction words in them. There are groves of trees and hills beyond the school. Beyond is a directional word over here. My house is behind my school. We climbed upwards to get to the top. Now, upwards here is a direction word. All apples on the apple trees are bent downwards. The car passed once backward and then forward. So the words that are highlighted in red are all direction words. Countable and uncountable nouns. Dear kids, this is a new concept. Listen to it very carefully. As you all know that the things around us, all the things around us are nouns, right? But some things are countable. We can easily count them. But some things are uncountable. We cannot count them. Let's see the difference between these two. Countable nouns are those that we can count. They have singular or plural forms like table, chair, etc. But uncountable nouns are those which we cannot count and they don't have plural sound and they don't have plural form. For example, milk, oil, water, etc. We cannot say waters, we cannot say milks, we cannot make plurals of some words. That's why we can say them as uncountable nouns. There are some examples. Some countable nouns are candle, apple, book, picture and table. While the uncountable nouns are water, air, butter, rice and anger. These are some uncountable nouns. We cannot count them. We cannot make plurals of these nouns. This point is to be kept in mind. Here, the activity says sort out countable and uncountable nouns and write them in correct columns. You can easily categorize them into countable and uncountable nouns. Sugar, chair, milk, flower, horse and information. What do you think about information? Is it a countable noun or an uncountable noun? Can you make plural of it? No, it's an uncountable noun. And the rest of them are very easy. You can easily categorize them into countable and uncountable nouns. The next thing is adjectives of color, shape and size. As you know, adjectives are the words which we use to describe some things. Words which describe the color of nouns, pronouns are called adjectives of color. Words which describe the shape of nouns or pronouns are adjectives of shape. And words which describe the size of nouns or pronouns are called adjectives of size. Let's look at the examples. Look at the given pictures and read the sentences and notice the use of adjectives. There are red strawberries in the fruit basket. The blue fish are swimming in the aquarium. We are going on a straight road. This is a large building. We have a round table and I saw a small rat. In all these sentences, we have used adjectives of color, size and shape. Now, you are going to read the given sentences and underline the adjectives in them. Also write their kinds. You have to write the kind, whether it's adjective of shape, it's adjective of size or adjective of color. The farmer grows purple eggplants in the field. Underline the adjective and write the kind. He has a round face. Underline the adjective, write the kind. The big cat is climbing on the tree. Understand where the adjective is and write the kind. So let's see what we are going to do in writing. We are going to write numbers and words 50 to 100. Then we are going to look at some ordinal numbers 1st to 30th. In guided writing, my dear kids, you are going to write numbers from 50 to 100 in words in your notebook. From 50 to 100, all the number names. Then the ordinal numbers you are going to start from 1st till 30th. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and so on till the way 30. So dear kids, that is all about Unit 2. We have learned some important things, some new concepts. Don't forget to revise them at home. I'm your teacher Aisha, signing off. Take a good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.